Well, my name is Cindy Leung. I am a postdoctoral scholar at the Center for Health and Community at UCSF. My work looks at the effects of hunger and the federal food assistance programs on diet and obesity in low-income Americans. So I think I've always been interested in nutrition, and I remember even as early as third grade we would learn about the different food groups and the food pyramid at the time, and it made a lot of sense to me as part of our science curriculum. And I was always interested in nutrition, but I didn't know that it could actually be a career. So when I got to college, I was interested in health, and so I studied biology like all the other students who wanted to study health and become doctors, but I didn't want to become a doctor and treat people after they got sick. I'm really interested in prevention and preventing disease through diet and lifestyle while we're young, before people actually develop heart disease and cancer, which are the leading two causes of death in the United States right now. So now I'm actually looking at food insecurity, which is a socioeconomic household condition of not having enough money for food. It's similar to hunger, but hunger is an individual physiological sensation. Food insecurity is a household level perception of not having enough food to feed all of the members of your household. And I'm looking to see how that influences our cognitive ability to choose healthy foods. So our thinking is that if you're chronically food insecure, if you're chronically hungry, you're living in this household that's deprived, that you don't have enough money to buy food, when you do get money for food, which is usually at the beginning of the month, you're not reaching for the apple or the broccoli, you're reaching for the things that are highly palatable, that's going to fill you up really quickly. So it's clear that people who are highly educated, people who have high incomes, have great access to very healthy food. But when you go down the socioeconomic scale and you look at people who have low incomes, low education, people of racial ethnic minorities, their communities are the ones with the worst access to healthy food. They're at the highest risk for obesity and these diet-related diseases. And a lot of them also suffer from hunger and participate in federal food programs. And so there's this dual burden of being low income and also suffering disproportionately from obesity. Well, one of the solutions we have now is the food stamp program. It's been renamed SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And it's the safety net program that helps people who can't afford food to buy food. The USDA tries to promote nutrition in the program, but there's really no promotions of healthy foods other than through some educational brochures. So what we've shown is people who are on SNAP, on the food stamp program, they're more likely to be obese and have metabolic risk factors that put them at risk for heart disease than low-income people who are eligible for the program but don't choose to go on the program. So we're not saying that it's causal, that people who go onto the program have these worse health outcomes because they're on the program. We think it's more of a symptom that they're just that much more worse off. And so we'd like to use the program to help them to purchase healthier foods. I think one thing I would have liked to know earlier on is that there's two sides to health. One side is the medical side that we see. There's also the prevention side, which isn't stressed enough. And oftentimes we go to the doctor, they don't talk about prevention, they don't talk about healthy eating, they don't talk about physical activity, not smoking, the importance of getting good sleep, all of these behavioral lifestyle factors that contribute to our long-term health. And by the time we get sick, it's usually too late to treat the disease fully, so we end up with taking treatment for the rest of our lives. I think there's a huge opportunity to work on this side of health that most people, I think, don't realize is going on, but even though they affect our lives on a day-to-day basis.